Okay, welcome back to the next bit, the next part of this wonderful project aim. Is still on the human resources, resource allocation, kind of broader umbrella of operations management. Now, in the last bit, you remember ESQL was able to detect this bit that is wrong, which is good, and this is the number one report that the managers want. So what do we need to do next? The managers will want this clearly in a report form. I've just loaded ESQL. So what I'm going to do now is just to comment this. Comment just simply means to put it in a way where the managers can use. So to give them a script really for them to use. So with this, as you can see, the managers will be able to use this same script I developed for them, this same script, to run multiple times. As you can see, the data, let's go back to the data. The data here is, let's go down. I think we said it's 40 here. So that should be 39 because of the header. And the next bit here is, this, I think it's 41, that's 40. So this same script will still work even if it's 1,000,000, thousands, 200, 500,000. This same script will give the managers exactly this kind of report. So this is the first bit of what they want. They want us to validate if the entries are okay or not. As you can see in front of you, the problem with the entries, we just detected one and they want it. Alright, so I'm going to comment this one out so we can move on. So to comment out is just to put it in a form where the managers can use. I'm just going to click on the comment button on ESQL. I can see it here. This is it. I'm going to use yellow today. Alright, and that's yellow. So what is this? This is the project 1 aim answered. So what will the script below this be doing? The script below this is clearly achieving this. Let's see that. Alright, so this is what this one is doing. I'm just going to make it also good to just say it's project aim 1. Nice and simple. What do you see in front of you here? With this particular script, the managers can clearly use this script anytime they want without bothering about knowing set theory, statistics, whatever, multiple formulas. Run the script 1,000, 1,000,000 times, it will give the result perfectly at all times. So this is step 1. I'm going to move now to do some other wonderful report. Because now I've given them this first bit, it is clear in most times they want to filter what is wrong and what is right. As you can see from this bit, they are all together. Won't it be lovely if we could give them a report, a script where will just be the wrong ones, incorrect ones, and another script to get the correct ones? That's exactly what I'm going to provide now. So I'm going to click on Start. Yes. I'm just going to put this one aside so you can see how it works visually. I'm going to go to view 2, and in this view 2 I'm going to run this script. What this script will do, I will explain at the end of the day. They are all similar. I can do it now really because this is going to be one part for us to complete project aim 1. So what this script goes into the main data, it goes to select from where this bit, it gets all these column names. You remember I said I represented E as employee table, and you can see these two columns only exist in employee table. That's E. And team ID, where's the team ID? Team ID is column E, and name is this, column B. Then clearly in employee table you don't have leave start date and end date, so that's why E is at the beginning of these two. Now the next bit, I went deep into the next table, which is leave leave request, as you can see, LR, like I said in the previous video, LR representing what? Leave request table. On this leave request table, you can see the leave start date and the leave end date. Leave start date C and D. Then it goes further to count the number of leave employees ID, which is let's see, the employee ID LR, leave request, that's this table, employee ID. So it counted this one, and it goes along to get the difference between the date. If you remember, I'm just going to go back to E SQL. That's where it brought this bit out, these days, that's representing the total count, sorry, the G, column G. After getting the total count, it now goes one step ahead. Let me leave this view. It goes one step ahead now to, after getting the difference between the days, now after getting the total G, it now goes the next step to get column H. As you can see, that's the difference between column D and E. That's the days here. That's for this step. Then the next step, it now gives the if condition, which is the logical condition I said we're going to be applying. If the leave start date is less than the leave end date, that means it is correct. Clearly, when you want to go on leave, should be lesser than the end date when you want to come back, end your leave. So if it is that, it's correct, else it is incorrect. That is how it was able to determine this particular staff 6 that made the mistake. And that's it's all about the explanation as regards this bit. The next bit, it went, this is where it tagged what I said, employee as E, which it did perfectly. Let's have a look. And employee, it went into this employee table and tagged it as the E, like I said, instead of writing the employees every single time, just recognize it as E. Then he did an inner join. This is where the set thing I told you explained about, where the employee ID equals to the employee, where the employee table employee ID equals to leave request table dot employee ID. That's this yellow column that I've highlighted equals to this column, and that is what I visually showed you here before. That's where it represents the intersect here. Alright, so with that, it was able to join the two tables and produce our result above. Going forward, I now grouped it. I grouped it first by the team ID. Coming back here to the result, I grouped by the team ID first, then I grouped by the employee name up to the leave type. So now I'm going to filter it out to get, we've done this report, what is in the middle here, this bit of the script got this. I've now taken further to select from this one, but this time around, guess what? I want to only see where they are correct. I don't want to see where they are incorrect. So let's have a go. I'm clicking on run now.
E SQL operation started.
Alright, E SQL is doing its thing. Alright, let's hope it finishes on this bit of the video. So once it finishes, we can do the last bit of this project 1. So I just want to give them good reports, so different teams might be in charge of this. For example, the correct one, okay, progress it to this other level. The incorrect one, another team might be in charge to call the particular staff to make them correct it. Then it comes back into the pool again for this same script to pick it up, to validate, or whatever the senior managers want to do with the data. So E SQL is now doing its thing, going with this script to get only where it is correct, where the request check 1, the algorithm I put there, yes, the model interface is blocking it now. Once it's finished, I'll show you where it is correct only. So at the end of the day, we're going to see the results with only the correct entries. the incorrect will be filtered out, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. With this, immediately I'm going to put in a note, a comment for that script to be used countless time. Any kind of stuff. You are good in maths, you're not good in maths, you can work in the human resources department to handle this kind of daily issues or daily activity that happens in human resources department. Alright, I think ESQL is close to finishing. Fingers crossed, it is giving us exactly what I want, and once it's finished, I am going to now make my comment, and this particular section of project 1 requirement will be fulfilled. So let it finish. I'm going to be fast now. Once it's finished, I'm going to comment it out real fast, real quick, so we head up to the next project aim. Like I said, I hope you are following me slow and steady. We are going to approach industry practical problems, and if you're sitting there, you're a human resources senior, junior officer that have this kind of problem, ESQL can help you. That's one bit. The next bit, ESQL can help you if you have maths problem. There's multiple maths that has gone on behind the scene. If you also use Excel, you should know that this is very difficult to achieve in Excel, and that's what ESQL is providing you. Just with the click of a button, run, the result is there in front of you. So yes, ESQL has finished.
SQL operation finished.
Absolutely good. So what do we have here? I'm just going to push this aside. Just going to take this one off. What we have now, as you can see, is only the correct entries. Only the correct entries. There's no incorrect. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to comment this one out so the managers can use the script to do what they need to do. You remember the last one that we commented? Let's see. All right. I was just going to go up. Yes. All right. Yes. So this correct. Let's have a look. Okay. This was the former script that we did. This was the correct one. I'm just going to go up here to comment this one out. We can use this bit here. So the script we just imputed now shows us clearly the correct ones, the correct entries only. The one we did before included the correct and incorrect, if you remember, and that is it here. All right, good. So finally, I'm just going to run the last script here so we can conclude this particular bit. So the last bit here, what I'm going to do now is quite the same script, but what I'm trying to do is to give the managers clear, perfect scripts for them to use. This last bit, I'm going to bring only the incorrect out so they can use it anytime they want to use it, or give it to the right team to use. So this is incorrect. So I'm running this script now. I need to be fast so we can have this in this part of the video. Fine. So yes, how many incorrect do we have? I guess it was only one.
SQL operation finished.
ESQL is finished. What did it bring out? It brought out only one that is incorrect. I'm going to comment this one real fast out. Where's the comment button? This is it here. I'm going to still use yellow, and this one is the incorrect. So where is the incorrect request? Yep. As you can see in front of you, so